hit the wall. Lauda division, stakes are high. Heroes rise and legends die. Brakes burn hot, down castles call. Will it be Clem or dystopian who takes the fall? Oh, who will hit the wall tonight? Steel and carbon in full flight. Fastest hearts, they risk it all. Down in flames or standing tall. In the Lauda division, it's do or die. In Baku streets you learn to fly or fall. Slipstream dance in Sector 2. Pit lane games, a daring crew. Flags wave green, then yellow's drawn. Another dream in concrete's gone. Wheel to wheel, no room for fear. The ghosts of curbs are drawing near. Precision's king, but luck's a friend. One wrong inch, and that's the end. Who will hit the wall tonight? Carbon shards beneath the light. Corner 90, judgment calls. Will you rise or will you stall? In the Lauda division, it's fight or fall. Azerbaijan, the grave of all. So fire it up, let legends race. No second chance, no saving grace. Someone's fate is set to crawl, but who will hit the wall? Keep a lid.
So we're just on the formation lap now, and I'm just fixing this cup of coffee so that I can have a little sip of it while we have the race. But they're very much on their way now. I'm sure the nerves are starting to get ready. I must say everybody does get a wee bit of nerves before the race, praying that they don't clash on the first corner. But from what I've seen of this league, there seem to be a lot of very clean drivers, and they understand that races don't get won on the first lap or the first corner even. So I'm not expecting anybody to make any stupid dives and get into a rhythm and watch the race develop as it goes on. I normally put together a little highlight show for the following day, but with only 9 drivers, I don't think there's really much point in me going to the effort of doing that, because it does take quite a bit of time. Although as much as I enjoy it, somebody runs on there on the in the formation lap. So if you want to rewatch the race, feel free just to jump onto my Twitch. And please, guys, give us a follow and a like on both Twitch and YouTube. It really does help get my numbers up and gives me a wee bit of satisfaction as we go into P3. So So we're riding on board with Nemesis for the start of this Grand Prix at Azerbaijan in Baku city. This is a street race. Just waiting on everybody to line up, and we're 3 lights, 4 lights, 5, and it's go, 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 go in Baku city and Nemesis. Oh my goodness gracious, they're catching tires. Everybody gets round clean. They're all battling down this first section, 3 abreast as they go in there. They're giving each other plenty of room as they start to get into a little rhythm, but they're battling as they sort track positions out now. But Josh Godwin's got the lead, Nemesis second, Dystopian third, Fuse Demon fourth, and Schmitty fifth, Legend sixth, Andrew Pip Smith is in seventh. But if these guys behind don't watch, Josh Godwin's going to run away with it. At the moment, he has got them out of their DRS zone, and he could just run away if the guys behind start to fight. So 18 laps of this Baku Grand Prix in Azerbaijan. Dystopian is trying his best to wind Josh Godwin in. Let's just get that telemetry on. He's using a lot of battery to try and get on the tail of Josh, but Josh knows what he's at. He's just put in the fastest lap at 1:45.4 in the Williams. But Dystopian is frantically trying to get onto the DRS zone of this Williams. And it's not easy because Josh is pulling. He's pulling time and Dystopian's running out of battery. If we look behind him, Nemesis is on his tail. And it's all starting to separate out slightly. We'll go down to Mike. There's a bit of a battle going on here. This is where the race is at the moment, as the 2 Alpines are together with Fuse Demon and Mike Legend having a battle together. And Fuse has just got himself into the position now where he can challenge Schmitty for the 4th position. He's less than a second behind, so he's going to rely on this DRS zone coming into the long straight. Let's see if he can make the move on the fast part of the course. Has he got what it takes? Dystopian puts in a 1:41. But he's certainly got on the tail of that Williams now. So there's a real battle going on here, and we'll just stay here. This Dystopian trying to make a move here. He is up the inside, and he takes it beautifully. But that Williams and RB are having an absolute rank here. Side by side they go. Oh, this is great racing. So much respect given for each other. But yet they're toe-to-toe. But the Williams just nudges ahead in the inside and takes that right-hander and gains himself the lead again in this race. So Josh Godwin out front, Dystopian second, with Nemesis coming up closely behind in third in the Red Bull. Lap 3 of 18. Can Dystopian make the move? Of course he can. DRS zone now. Squeezes. Takes him on the right-hand side, left-hand side. And leaves him for dead. Round the left hand. Oh yeah, he keeps that absolutely tight. And lines himself beautifully for this left-hander. And Fuse has got himself up into 4th position. He took Schmitty. So Fuse is going to chase down Nemesis now. And it'll be interesting to see if he can close that gap. It's going to be a difficult job for Fuse Demon. But we'll just ride on board again with Josh, because this is where the battle is at the moment. Although there is a battle going on. In fact, I'm going to go down to Slippery Salmon in the McLaren. He's chasing down Andrew Smith and Jeffaboom in the Ferrari. Oh, no. There was contact there. There was contact. I don't know if there was any damage. Not there. But I think there might have been some damage to Jeff. Let's just have a look at his car. Does he have an end plate missing? I couldn't just see it on that angle. No, he's all good. How he didn't get damaged there, I don't know. But lap 4 of 18. I was actually thinking there was more than 18 laps. I'm just wondering if the guys made an agreement to shorten this race just because of the low attendance. That suits me greatly, because I've got a Warzone match later with my nephews. 61-year-old coming on 14 I am. But that's a nice outside move there with the McLaren. So Slippery Salmon takes Andrew P, but there's also a battle going on here. Oh, that Cash App, Visa Cash App just run a little wide there. So it looks like there's a separation now of 1.5 seconds as Dystopian pulls away. Fuse Demon's got himself up in the 3rd position, but he's still quite a bit behind. But he has Schmitty on his tail. That Williams is going to try and catch him here. Come on, Schmitty, let's see what you've got. We're going to stay on board with Schmitty to see what sort of a move he can make here. Slamming the brakes on. We'll maybe just have a look at the change of positions. The biggest winner tonight so far, Schmitty, who's up 3. Oh, he just loses it on that left-hander. That can be a very slippery part of the course if you're maybe in the wrong gear. But both Schmitty and Jeff are up 3 places. Dystopian and Nemesis are up 1. But the biggest loser so far is Josh Godwin. But Josh has made a stop, and so has Mike Legend. So that's not a true position as Schmitty goes into the pits. So it's all changed here on lap 6. Dystopian, he's stuck on the, he's still on lap, the 5 lap mediums. Nemesis and Schmitty have put on the hards. Mike Legend's on the hards. Jeffaboom's on 5 laps of hards. And Slippery Salmon. But these top 4 guys have still to make a stop. And Mike Legend and that Alpine just slipped past Schmitty there. But Schmitty doesn't want that to stay the gap. He's going to have a go. Schmidt will not try anything stupid here. He'll just try and stay on the tail here of Mike until he gets round that final left-hander onto the fast part of the course. Then he'll try and line it up for the DRS zone and use all of the battery that he's got. Has Mike much battery to defend? Yeah, well, he's got 52% of battery left, so it's going to be interesting to see what Schmitty has. And Schmitty's doing exactly what I thought he would do. He would be lining up to get as close to the tail of that Alpine as he can. And he's going to squeeze. And as he does, he's waiting on this DRS zone, and he's just going to tap that button, and he's just going to say a very polite goodbye to Mike Legend. There's not an absolute doubt about this. Will he take him on the right? He takes him on the left. And he just goes past him, lines up for this left-hander, and takes that position back and puts himself back into P7. But we're going to stay on here because this seems to be about the closest battle on the course at the moment. Oh, he's going to dive up the inside, and he... Whoa, lads, that's unbelievable. Not so much room left there, but enough to do it. And that is absolutely amazing stuff by both drivers, I must say. Respect to both of you for allowing the space. Many a rookie would have caused an accident there for sure. I would have. But I'm learning. So we're approaching this horrid little section here where people can hit walls. Round the left-hander. But everybody's separated in a big way apart from maybe Josh Godwin. We'll just jump on with Josh. He's having a look at Jeff Aboom in the Ferrari, and he's going to make short work of this, that's for sure. He's going to go up the right-hand side. Jeff knows he's there. He's staying there, and he says goodbye to Jeff. And that puts Josh up into P2 again. But remember, these guys haven't made a stop yet. Dystopian, Jeff Aboom and Slippery Salmon. And just while we're saying that, Josh puts in the fastest lap of the race at 1:41. Nobody's picked up any penalties yet, so it's an absolutely clean race so far. Jeff's trying his damnedest to stay on the back of Josh, but he's finding it very, very difficult. And he will do. So we're just waiting on Jeff and Slippery Salmon to make stops. I reckon they're going to make a stop probably in the next lap or two. And then that'll put everybody on track on an equal playing field. So we'll see exactly what the position changes are then. But Dystopian's after Jeff now, as he lines himself up behind this Ferrari. Round that left-hander, healing the Ferrari as he does, getting himself as close in the slipstream. And he wants to get himself onto the back of Josh Godwin ASAP, and this is how you do it. So our two leaders have made their stop. It's lap 9 out of 18 laps, and Dystopian is 2.5 seconds behind Josh Godwin at this moment and chasing. So this is the chase. This is really... Let's see what he's got. Let's see what Dystopian's made of. Can he catch an experienced driver like Josh Godwin? Can he put in a 2.6 second lead? I'm sure he can. Jeff Aboom's doing very well to hang on to the back here as well. So, yeah, there is plenty going on. Just pop down to Mike Legend. He's being chased down by the RB. But unfortunately, Andrew's 9 seconds behind him. But Mike has Schmitty in his sights, and he's going to try and do Schmitty in very soon. Up to now, no yellow flags. Up to now, no virtual safety cars. Up to now, no full safety cars. This is just an example of 9 drivers who know how to race this F1 24 game without causing havoc. I hope that's not commentary madness or going to cause any problems. But it's just like me to say something like that and then there's some sort of a crash, but I really don't see it. But Jeff has decided to pit. And he's going to stick on a set of mediums, I would say. And he's going to finish the race off. So the only person not to pit so far is Slippery Salmon. But on track, we've got everybody in their right position now. And Dystopian is still 2.3 seconds behind Josh Godwin, and he's trying his damnedest to reel him in. Now Josh Godwin is in 5-lap mediums and Dystopian is in 2-lap hards. So do the mediums start to run a bit bare coming up to lap 18 and do the hards? Has Dystopian made a very sensible strategy call here with the hards on the second spout? Because I can tell you, these hard tyres will last round here and the mediums will show a bit of wear. But he's reeling it into 2 seconds and we've got ourselves an absolute race here. We'll pop down to Mike Legend again. He's having a good little battle here with Schmitty. Can he get him on the DRS? I don't think he's going to be able to do it here. He's running out of road. Yes, he's got DRS, but he's running out of road. He hits that 200 miles an hour before that left-hander smashing the brakes on. But yes, he's tight behind Schmitty here, and I dare say in the next couple of minutes we're going to see a pass here. But as I'm speaking, Dystopian has reeled Josh Godwin into 1.4 seconds. That's incredible. Hats off to Dystopian. That's not easy to do. And he's got 76% of the battery left. That is incredible driving. That's great management. That's great race strategy. Very, very, very smooth. And that smooth driving is paying off as he comes up to that magical 1 second gap on Josh Godwin. What has Josh got in the tank? He's only got 57% of the battery, so he might be needing this here if he wants to defend, or he might just let him go. There's that magical 1 second. That's all Dystopian wanted. Now he can sit back for a minute and relax and start to think about his next move. But he's drained the battery down to 20%. He's got himself right on the back of Josh. He's going to back off. He's going to take note and he's going to make a plan. This is incredible. He just shows himself in the left-hand mirror, letting know Josh, I'm here. Josh, you've got a mirror full of Dystopian in his RB, and you can expect him to go past you very, very shortly. Mike Legend and Schmidt are still battling away. But I'm staying on board here at the moment, lap 12 of 18. Yes, I do think the guys have shortened this race because of poor attendance, which is a shame, really. But anyway, all drivers must have agreed on it, and it makes my job an awful lot easier to comment on the do commentary on the race, because there's nothing worse than 9 guys out with over a second apart. You just have to sit there and admire the view. But here we go, round this left-hander. Is this where Dystopian takes the lead again? Josh Godwin knows he's on the mediums. I think Josh has made a mistake doing this. And here we go. It's top, top, top. It's DRS, and it's goodbye. Sorry, Josh. See you on the podium. He closes that left-hander down, doesn't give Josh any room to get back at him. Oh! They are absolutely on it, these two guys. I'm staying on here. This is too good to... Oh, he dives up the left-hand side, and he's going to make it stick. What a move for the Williams. And Josh just takes it back again. All that hard work by Dystopian. But he's not giving up. Dystopian's back in P1 again. Lap 13 out of 18. And the Williams takes the inside. And Josh takes that position back again. Unbelievable racing, guys. This is going to go right down to the line. Absolutely and utterly no doubt about it. But we're going to go on to Mike Legend for a wee second here. He's behind Schmitty. So we've got Fuse Demon, Schmitty and Mike Legend all in a little battle together. This could be worth a watch. I think Mike's going to make a move here. Can he make a move? Probably not, because they're all going to have DRS, I would say. No, nothing to happen here. But we'll ride on board again with the leaders. They're neck and neck again. They're battling it. The Williams on the inside and the Visa Cap, he's on the outside. But Josh hangs in there. Oh, this is exhibition racing, lads. I must say, this is exhibition racing. The Williams just takes that left-hander and Josh holds on to that lead. Two worthy drivers, making absolutely some entertainment for anybody who cares to watch. Oh, a little squirrely there Dystopian gets. Just a little reminder that you need to watch what you're doing. This is a very... Oh, he just clips the wall there as well. Did Dystopian just lose an ever so slightly little bit of concentration there? It's so easy to do. But he's concentrating now, and he's putting Josh under amazing pressure around this left-hander. Josh knows he's on his tail. And they're just about to enter into battle again. We'll see this pass. And then after that, we're going to jump on to Schmitty again, because there's a battle going on there. But yes, he's going to make that move success. Oh, no, he's going to hang in behind him, and he's just going to take his time. Oh, he proves me to be wrong. He can't. He just can't bear it. He has to take the lead, and they're side by side again, going down towards this left-hander. Josh just pulls away again. Incredible racing, guys. Incredible. And back to these three abreast. The two Alpines are battling it, but in the mix, you've got a Williams. And it looks to me that Schmitty is the filling in the Alpine sandwich here. He certainly is, but he's not going to hang on for that. He's going to have a go. And he's on the inside and he makes it work. What a great move by the Williams. But the Alpine's on the outside. This is incredible today, guys. I must say, this is superb racing. What a lot of respect you're giving each other on this track. As he just gives him a little love tap, reminds him that he's still there. The Alpine closes that corner off, and he'll close this one off as well. But what a tight race as we come in and we approach lap 16 of 18. I'm just going to see this one round the corner because there's 4 of them in a row here. Everybody wants a part of this. No penalties whatsoever. Dystopian takes the lead here on his 8-lap-old cards against the 11-lap-old mediums. Is this where the hard tires really kick in and show that Dystopian has made the right choice? Or will Josh Godwin prove me wrong and say, Gavin, you're talking shit. 11-lap mediums are going to do the job. This is quite a battle here. I've got to stay on board here because Schmitty is holding them off. Poor Nemesis has been out in the zone. We'll just say hello to Nemesis. Hi, Nemesis. Red Bull, you're doing great, bud. You're in P3 at the moment. You've had a lonely race for a few laps there, but you're in P3. Be proud. So we're riding on board with Fuse Demon on this left-hander as he's chasing Schmitty down. But the filling in that Alpine sandwich is no longer a filling. He is the butter on top, and the 2 guys are the 2 heels below. Can they make something happen here? So on board with the Alpine, a Fuse Demon, riding behind Schmitty. Mike Legend's behind him, Jeffabum's behind him. Lap 17 of 18. And we'll just ride on board again with the leaders as they're battling as always. These 2 guys are having an absolute blast. There's a championship on the line here, and it's so important they don't crash. Look at that, it's like dancing on ice. Formation driving at its best as the Williams has a wee look in the inside, but no. Dystopian says, no, don't you dare, Josh. Through the castle section cleanly, round that right-hander, into the left. And is Dystopian going to say goodbye to Josh here? Is he going to say the hard tires were the right selection? I've a feeling he might, but time will definitely tell. Just one more last look at this battle here, guys. This has been a good scrap for the last few laps. Jeff's right on the back of Mike Legend now in that Ferrari, and he wants a bit of fun as we close into the last laps of this race. As I said, guys, I'm new to commentary and I'm certainly new to PRF1 on a Tuesday night for the Lauda League, so I'm not absolutely 100% on top of the stats and the standings, but I'm sure the admins will let you all know, and I'm sure you all know anyway exactly where you are. But I'm going to have to ride on these 2 guys as they're on lap 18 as they fly down. battling it out as they have done for every single lap, apart from the bits in between where they were pitting, but they've been on it all race as Dystopian now tracks down the 13-lap-old mediums of Josh Godwin in P1. No penalties to take into consideration, so the track positions are as they are, and that's how the race will end as long as nobody picks up any late penalties. But we're on with Dystopian as they go, oh gosh, Dystopian, you nearly shit your knickers there. That was close. You were pushing. Has Dystopian waited to the very last minute of the last section of this race to make the move on Josh Godwin? This is going to be a sprint to the line. These two guys deserve an amazing finish to their race. And I'm just going to put it on broadcast to have a look to see what happens here as they turn round. And it looks like they are neck and neck going round this corner. Dystopian goes out the outside. Can he take the win? Neck and neck and neck, and Dystopian just nicks it. Absolutely nicks it by hundredths of a second. 0.39, I think it was. Nemesis in second, or third. Fuse Demon is in fourth. Schmitty's in fifth. Jeffaboom is in sixth. Mike Legend seventh, and Andrew P. Smith in eighth, and Slippery Salmon in ninth. He's ghosting for some reason, don't know why. Maybe just because it's the end of the race. But that brings us to the end of the Baku Azerbaijan Grand Prix for the PRF1 Tuesday night division, and it's the Lauda division. As he raises his trophy, what an absolute blast. Those two guys will be having a good old chat later about what such a good race they had. Tactics. And it was a great watch, I must say. And for the 9 people that turned out tonight, well done for turning up, folks. And again, I'm going to nail it again, and I'm sure the administrators won't mind me saying this. If you're going to take a full-time seat in a league, try and make the races. It's not fair. There's a lot of work goes on. There's a lot of background work goes on. And just to say, I'll not bother tonight because I'm not in it, that's not fair, and everybody else that is in the racing. So for next season, make it an absolute to-do to get into the races if you can. So there you have it. And the fastest lap went to Josh Godwin at 41.06. He also gets the second place, but Dystopian takes the win. And as far as I know, that puts Dystopian in a lot of different positions that the admins can tell more about. I think he may just have won the constructors there tonight, but I'm not absolutely sure. If I do the commentating for next season, guys, I will be absolutely on it. As I say, it's very difficult to pick up in between races and in between sessions. But next season, if I'm doing comms, I'll be putting up the league tables each night in between races. And I'll be making it my job to know exactly where everybody is. So from Gavin Bass 1, from PRF1, from Azerbaijan and Baku, for all the lads on the grid tonight, well done to everybody. It was a fantastic race, and I wish you all well for the final race of the season next Tuesday night, and then for the F1 25 season that will start probably a few weeks after that. So again, good night from Gavin Bass 1. Thanks for bearing with me. And
Gavin, that's one on the microphone. The energy is high, feel the vibe in the zone. Engines roar as the lights go down. Racers ready, it's a battle for the crown. Who will rise? Who will stand tall? On the top step, they'll answer the call. With hearts racing and spirits ignited, the champion's moment is finally sighted. Adrenaline pumping, the crowd is alive. Speeding through corners, they take the dive. Every lap counts, the stakes are set. In this game of skill, there's no room for regret. Listen closely, hear the engine scream. Chasing glory, living the dream. Battles unfold on the asphalt track. In pursuit of victory, there's no turning back. Feel the thrill as the tires grip tight. Under the stars, everything feels right. Each curve a story, each turn a chance. In this high-speed dance, we all advance. As the checkered flag waves, the night concludes. The champion shines in the spotlights, hues with